right now, over the past few weeks, we've seen BBC Persian attempting, and VOA, attempting to create tension in the country, to manufacture a crisis. BBC Persian has been propagating a Telegram news channel that has openly been telling people to attack police stations, to kill policemen, and to target public institutions, and they've taught them how to make Molotov cocktails and other such weapons. So BBC Persian is violating even British law, and I'm sure the British government knows this, but they will continue to remain active and to try to create as much harm to the Iranian people as possible.
Thank you very much, Professor of University of Tehran, Mohammad Barandi, joining us on the line from the Iranian capital, Tehran. And these are the latest images that we're getting from nationwide demonstrations taking place in Iran.
India has cancelled a $500 million deal to buy 1,600 Spike anti-tank guided missiles from Israel. This has now been officially conveyed to Israeli arms manufacturer Rafale. New Delhi had been in negotiations with Israel for a long time to procure the missiles for the army. Instead, the government is now said to be keen to support a domestic anti-tank missile being developed by the country's Defense Research and Development Organization.
Prime Minister Modi, since he took office in mid-2014, has been emphasizing on the need for the country to acquire certain levels of self-sufficiency, which is to be able to design and manufacture in India. In the present case, I think it's also a certain commitment of faith, because the Indian DRDO, the Defense Research and Development Organization, has now been entrusted with this task of providing the appropriate missile.
Between 2012 and 2016, Israel's arms exports to India grew steadily and was emerging as the largest supplier of arms to India. Last year, Narendra Modi became the first Indian Prime Minister to visit Israel in 70 years. Modi's government had come under heavy criticism for spending too much money on purchasing foreign military hardware. The Indian Defence Ministry has now made it mandatory that such purchases must include transfer of technology to India. After cancelling the $500 million deal with Israel, the Indian government now only plans to purchase 131 Barak surface-to-air missiles worth $72 million for its navy. Analysts say the cancellation of this deal is a setback to growing ties between India and Israel. New Delhi's move comes a few days ahead of an official visit by the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to India. Sanjay Sethi, Press TV, New Delhi.